I was set up and forced to go into rehab by my mom for something I didn't even do. My brother did it. And the story is coming up next. My biological brother, he would come over sometimes when my mom was, out of town to watch me. He was 1 year older than me and just as big of a troublemaker, let me tell you. But he had different things that he was into. He was bodybuilding, so he was into steroids and stuff like that, and just other stuff, getting into trouble. And I'm trying to decide what story to tell next. There's two I wanted to mention that happened right around the same time frame, but I guess I'll tell you this one first. So he's staying at the house. My mom's away again, out of town on business, and he's staying at the house. Goes through all her stuff, steals all her jewelry. She had some gold, I think you call them cougar hands. They're basically just solid gold coins that collectors keep. And, he stole all those and anything that was in her room that was of value. And look, to be honest with you, I heard him rifling through her stuff, but I'm like, she told me he could stay in her room. He's in there with the door closed. She's a grown woman. She knows what she's doing. She's the one who put him in charge. And you know what? Serves her right if she puts him in charge of me and he rips her off. Whatever. I wasn't really thinking that. I didn't really think about it at the time. But yeah, he ripped her off. And then when she got home, and I was actually good. The first time she had been gone, I was actually good. The only thing was that, he had, I hadn't done, coke in a while, and I was, just kind of minding my own business, being good. And so he tells me, hey, I ran into some cash recently. Here, why don't you go grab yourself an eighth or something like that, or a gram, or I think it was probably an eighth. Anyway, so cool, thanks. Gave me a ride and everything. We went and got it. Come back, I shared some with a friend of mine, and then she comes home. I'm happy to see her. I'm like, I was good the whole time. You're gonna be so proud of me. I was so good. She's like, yeah, get in the car. I need you to go to the office with me and help me move some boxes. Then she pulls up at his house, my brother's house, and where he lives with my biological parents. And she says, just slide over. It was bench seats back then, in the cars. So she said, just slide over and let him in. We're in a hurry. We're only going a few blocks. So he gets in. I didn't realize it was to pin me in until we pull up at the hospital. And there's two, what they call Dr. Strongs, waiting for me. And those are the guys in white that are muscle heads, and they're to control you, So we pull up, they, rip me out of the car and, bring me in, and they're admitting me to a rehab or something, or for a psychological evaluation and rehab or whatever. I don't know what it was, but I think just most people are in there just for rehab. But yeah, my brother goes, still acting as if he's, on my side of my buddy. Hey, if you have anything on you, don't let them catch you with it. Give it to me. All right, well, I had a bowl in my pocket, so I gave him the bowl. Well, the doctor and my mom come in with the bowl. And they're like, hey, we're taking a drug test. You're here for drugs, Of course, I had been clean for at least several weeks, except that he gave me the money to go get some coke. So I had that in my system right now, and maybe a little bit of pot, and maybe some alcohol probably. But, now I'm pissing dirty. I had a bowl on me, so they admit me. Now, I guess you can sign yourself out. You could sign a 5-day waiver. They have to let you go within 5 days. Actually, it's maybe 2 or 3 days if you're an adult, but I was a minor, so it's 5 days. And I'm like, I don't want to be here for 5 days. I'm not signing. So they kept me for a month, and every time I'm like, yeah, I want to sign it. I would just give it to me now. If you're going to keep me this long, I want it for, well, it's already been like 20 days. If you're signing out, it's definitely going to be 5 more days. They knew all along they were going to keep me. They keep you until your insurance runs out, which is like 28 or 30 days. So I didn't know that at the time. Anyway, it's kept me the whole time. And then when insurance ran out, I'm gone. Well, guys, if you're still watching, you must have liked the video. And if you did, give it a like. Now, if you want to see more like this, subscribe and click the bell. If you got some extra time on your hands, why not watch another one? You can choose one from the Stories of My Life playlist, which will appear here after I disappear. Or you could watch the next one in the series, which will also appear here. See you in the next one.